And this is the new Nissan Juke. But let's talk a little bit history first. The Nissan Juke was designed in Europe and it was refined in Japan. This is why it got this very unique recipe with both arches and creases everywhere for that ultimate, really different design look. The first Nissan Juke comes in 2010 for the first time and it has been produced till 2019. It gets a mid-cycle refresh in 2014 where it mainly just gets a little bit of front and rear bumper style upgrades as well as new LED daytime running lights. However, it was a very unique compact crossover from Nissan that set up the game in this class, and many other brands followed later. It was offered with many different engine options ranging with both petrol and diesel, from 93 horsepower all the way to the all-wheel drive models with up to 211 horsepower in the Nismo R versions. There were two transmissions offered for the vehicle, and there were the 6-speed manual and the CVT Crosstronic gearbox, which we know that wasn't very best for the time. Luckily, it is now replaced by a new 7-speed dual clutch transmission and it works really well. And now, a couple of years later, and around 800,000 units sold from the little Nissan Juke has proved that it deserves a proper top spot into the little SUV market. And this is the Nissan Juke second generation, the brand new one. It is now way more refined. It looks much better and more grown-up version of the previous model, and in general I think they did a really good job with styling it both interior as well as exterior wise. The price of the new Juke starts at 17,000 euros for the base models and tops out at 27,000 euros for something similar, which you see here, which is fully loaded with options and you can spec it literally the way you want it. I think Nissan have done really good job with styling the new one, especially in the front with these very thin daytime running lights, which implement very nicely into the V-Motion grille. And generally with this headlamp design, they have improved a lot on the previous model and now is a little SUV that is a very good looker. The side of the Nissan Juke already from the first model and now into the second one is just filled with creases and different design cues and elements that make the car completely different to the competition, and yet it makes it work really well. The rear of the second generation of the Nissan Juke doesn't disappoint either. Everywhere you look, again, there is just so much going on. However, these really nice looking protracting outside 3D rear lights combined with the little spoiler and again the two-tone skin just make it work really well. I absolutely love the design of this little SUV. In the interior of the new Nissan Juke feels really posh and very nice. Most of the materials are extremely nice to the touch. It is a massive step up from the previous model, which we recently drove just to have a proper comparison. And even on the top of the dash, everything is soft. Probably a place that I'm not so keen on the quality are the sides here. You get a little bit of scratchy plastic. Also, a key feature that I absolutely love are the Bose speakers implemented into the headrest, and just the design of the seats are super good looking. Everywhere you turn around the car feels really nice and it's just a joy to sit in. You can definitely see where the money has gone when designing this car. The new infotainment, it feels just like it should be in 2020. You get the short key buttons for ease of use and the infotainment is generally pretty bright and super nice to use. It is responsive. One complaint I might have though is again how low the resolution of the rear camera is, just like in the previous model. Now sitting in the back seats is another area that I think brings a lot of controversy about this car. The front seat is set up to exactly my driving position. I'm exactly 180 centimeters tall and I have more than enough knee room here, and when I rest back completely I'm still left with 2 fingers of headroom, which is actually surprisingly spacious for this type of car and definitely a much bigger improvement over the previous model. And my favorite feature about the car are these seats with this little hole here in the middle, which you can use to put your little fingers and tinkle your driver and annoy him anytime when you want it. Awesome. And let's talk about boot, because I think this is an area really important for most of the people considering buying this type of car. If you open it, it looks really spacious. However, this is not coming without a sacrifice. From the previous model, now the space saver spare wheel is gone, which adds up on the total cargo volume. It is really nice that they've included a parcel shelf which can be fitted underneath the false floor, and most importantly a neat feature which you can adjust the height of the false floor, so you can make it deeper if you need to carry taller and bulkier items, or just make it flat with the car and use it to slide in and out things from the car on a daily basis. It is a pile of design cues that are put together in the most chaotic manner to create a truly unique design that works surprisingly well. I like it a lot. 2 little downsides I would consider when I'm looking to buy this car. First and foremost, you have only one engine option in Europe, and this is the 1-liter 3-cylinder engine producing 117 horsepower. Second thing is the all-wheel drive, and the lack of it. In this second generation, the car is offered only as front-wheel drive. Driving the Nissan Juke, it feels really easy to drive, just like a small car around town. You get this very high seating position, typical for an SUV, and it gives you that really good overview and look outside when you're maneuvering and when you are driving in traffic. The seats extremely comfortable. The car is way better isolated at higher speeds compared to the previous models. You can definitely see where most of the money goes into this car. The suspension feels slightly on the firmer side, however it is definitely not stiff and it's really well composed. It gives you a little bit of that sensation for a sporty driving. However, don't expect too much from a little SUV like this one. The gearbox is miles ahead compared to the previous Xtronic CVT. We finally have a 7-speed DCT gearbox and it's night and day difference. I absolutely love it. It works really well. You have the 1-liter 3-cylinder engine, which is, I wouldn't call it anything more than adequate, but to be honest with you, at the market public that it's aimed at from Nissan, which are mostly the very young people or the elderly, I think it is a pretty good choice for this type of car. You have all the tech you can imagine Nissan can put. They've included the safety shield into the system, which pretty much adds all the safety technology available up to date in any car. And for a car that's around 25,000 euros in Europe, I don't think you can beat that, and it is a really good overall package. The car feels pretty stable and well planted at higher speeds, and I can completely confirm the cabin is very well isolated and no side noises are coming. Even though we're riding on these big alloy wheels, it is still very nice and composed to drive. Fuel consumption about the car is an average of 7.5 liters, and this is including mostly city driving. So all in all, I think this is a pretty good fuel consumption for this type of vehicle. I'm absolutely happy to report it is another area that Nissan has performed pretty well. The new Nissan Juke, a car with a lot of character and style, which can do it literally all for you. It is a small, little, practical car you can use everywhere in the city, and in the same time it offers you that jacked up SUV ride height to use it everywhere you want to go and for longer journeys. I would definitely strongly suggest you considering this car because of its looks, because of its practicality and most importantly, its tech and its daily drive usability. Thank you so much, first of all, to N-Auto Sofia for providing us with this amazing Nissan Juke over the weekend. We had a lot of fun testing it in many different places, occasions throughout the weekend. A link on their website will be down below in the description. And if you like the video, please show me your support by pressing the like button and subscribing if you like our channel. We're gonna see you on the next one.